staring at a room in your home and you're not sure what to do, you're feeling stuck, this video is for you. We moved into a 1936 Tudor from a mid-century modern, and it didn't really fit what we thought was our taste. So we're here to help you figure out how to make your home your own, no matter what your taste is.
In this video, we are going to take you through the Westward Tudor living room. We're going to show you how they worked with how to use the space without remodeling and buying all new and making it feel like their own. Stay tuned if you want to learn more about how to make your space your own. Before you buy one more throw pillow or piece of furniture, stop. When approaching a refresh or a remodel, you really need to stop and think about how you want to use the space. What is the space lending you? Does it have a big fireplace that you want to gather around? Does it have natural windows that have maybe a low sill or full door that you don't want to cover that natural light? How are you using the space to entertain? Is it sophisticated? Is it a play romp room? All those things will inform how you move forward.
If you fix the flow, the room will start working for you, not against you. That is the first step.
Think about where the traffic is. Where are people entering and exiting? Where are you trying to get to? Can you move around your furniture well? Is the furniture sized correctly for the spaces? Is there enough room between your knees and your coffee table? Flow is so important and it can be challenging. One way to attack flow is not only rearranging your furniture, usually it's removing a piece of furniture so you have more space. Another thing you can do is if you're purchasing furniture that you don't have yet, ding, 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 tape out your area and see how the anticipated flow is gonna work for you.
Forget Pinterest for a second. How do you want to feel in your space? Do you want to feel energized? Do you want to feel cozy? Do you want to feel more connected to your family?
It's so true. I think a lot of people get lost in when they're trying to pick their aesthetic. It is a lot about why you like things is because it makes you feel a certain way. But when you walk into a beautiful hotel or a friend's house or a restaurant that's designed beautifully, it makes you feel a certain way. It's not just pretty to look at, it's how it makes you feel. That's exactly what we wanted to achieve in this space. We wanted to feel calm, connected to family, ready to entertain and pull together, but inviting.
So the next step is to think about what you want to keep and what can go. You don't have to change everything.
Let's say you have an old piece from a family member and it serves its purpose. It has, usually the old furniture does. It has great drawers and it looks cool. It just might not be a finish that you like. And you're drawn to all this updated furniture that we see that always looks so great. Well, two things to remember. One, the new furniture is new, boring. Two, it's not made as well. So how can you look at an older piece and refresh it and make it work in your space? So the first thing we learned is, first, does it fit and how does it address the flow? And the second thing is, what are ways that I can make it work for me now? Is it stripping it, sanding it so it does look like the more trendy white oak? Is it painting it a pop of color drawn from the rug or another accessory in the room to make it work for you? I think it comes all the way back around to how the room feels. Anyone can go to Restoration Hardware and buy the rug, the sofa, the side tables, the chairs, and all the accessory pieces. Snooze fest. What we want to do and what's hard about design is incorporating the old, the new, making it work with the flow, and really putting that look together. That's what makes design hard. That's why sometimes people hire designers. But today we're trying to tell you ways that you can make it work and you can do it in your own home.
Another example that I'm thinking about is if you have a rug that came from your last house and you spent a lot of money on it, you really loved it in that house, and you moved to this new house like we did here. The size may not fit. It may not fit the function and flow of that room. It may block a doorway or it may block where you want to put the buffet. You want to look at then, how do I repurpose that rug in a different place in the house? Or maybe you sell it. Even though you loved it in that space, it's not serving you any longer and you have to cut it loose and find something new that will work in that space.
But did you know you can cut the rug down? You can have a rug that's too big for a particular space and say, hey, I'm gonna use it in a different place. I just learned recently as an experienced designer that it's very easy to bound and seal up the sides and resize rugs to serve different rooms in your house. So don't toss it before you look around.
So that's what we're doing here at Westward. We are using the rug that we had at our last house, cutting it down to put it in a different room. And we love that rug so much, we're actually getting the same rug in a different size for this living room, which we'll show you a little bit later.
Here's the truth about design. Nothing happens overnight. You have to be patient, let it evolve, and take your time. It's a large investment, and it might be a small space or a large space. It takes time to bring all the pieces together. In fact, smaller spaces can be more challenging because you need to be more aware of the spatial flow and accomplishing this like aesthetic that you're trying to achieve in smaller spaces. So let's take you through how we are having patience as designers and letting this place evolve. So you've heard us talk about how much fun it can be to select furniture from vintage stores or marketplaces or Goodwill, all the things. What you're looking for is number one, comfort. Does the chair feel good to sit in it? I don't care how cute it is. If it's not uncomfortable, it goes. How much potential does it have to get rebuilt or recovered for a low price point? So this chair we found is amazing for 3 reasons. Number one, it's comfortable. Number two, it didn't have a ton of upholstery, not on the arm, not on the back, just on the seat. So relatively easy to recover and refresh. And 3, if I'm on 3, look at the detail. You cannot buy this type of detail anymore in furniture that's sold in the mass retail stores and catalogs and online and so on and so forth. So it makes this chair super unique and adds character. That's what you're looking for when you're going to look for vintage furniture. And make sure the price is affordable, because thinking ahead, you have to buy fabric and the labor to upholster it to actually refresh it and make it look cute. Put a throw on it and it's updated.
Patience is hard, like we talked about. We want something that's not so glossy and that fits the color of the hardwood floors and these chairs better. So with time, we'll sand this down and restain it to fit the aesthetic that we're hoping for, that isn't so dated.
Right.
Another challenge that we have that with time we need to sort through, lighting in the ceiling.
Yeah, there's nothing overhead. So you're leaning hard on floor lamps and table lamps, and even better, you're going to be able to use rechargeable cordless lamps, which is new as of the last 2 years, which is great. You've taped out the future footprint of the rug, which is coming in months and months, and the future footprint of the sofa and its relationship to this potential coffee table and the swivel chairs. And that's how you kind of evolve and take your time and live with it and see if the actual flow and the scale of things works.
Yeah, we plan the rug around a few things. 1, the French doors and having space to walk outside. 2, where the grand piano is gonna go once we get that back. 3, an area in front of the TV game zone for a media cabinet or potential built-in bookcases.
Just flow of traffic in general coming from the main space of the house.
Well, most importantly, making sure that all of the furniture fits on the rug properly.
Right.
The other thing we now have to consider is, because we have a narrow coffee table and we want good space for the swivel chairs, we have a very narrow space for a console table behind the sofa, and we need it because we need the light.
What's really cool here is the outlet for the lamps will be hidden by the sofa. What is super designy and sassy is if you did have a console table that had wood in it, instead of having the cords go back, you could actually drill holes in the top of the wood console table and have the cords go straight down and under. It just removes sightline to cords one more time. So that would be committed, And also, when you're selecting lighting and symmetry and all the things, are there gonna be 2 lamps here oversized? Is there gonna be 1 here so you can see the grand piano? All those things take time, and they take patience, and they take laying things out and testing them on for size. Maybe you do have an old lamp that you thought, how's that gonna work? But then you put it in the new space and it starts to make sense. Grandma's lamp used to look dingy and bad. Now it looks great with a new shade. It's totally repurposed. So trying things on for size and moving things around before you commit is part of being an artist and a designer and a creative in your space.
Once you know what rug you want, which is honestly sometimes the best way to start, is start from the bottom, but then you can start to build upon it. Okay, well, what color then sofa? So we picked this dark olive green color. And then, we picked this for the chairs, obviously, because we already recovered them.
Behind it.
And we thought, okay, those 3 go together. These are 3 things we know. So now we need to start bringing in some other colors and balancing it. And we thought, okay, well, what about like this pink color as a small pillow on the sofa? Or maybe you go with, you know, a white that has some texture to it. I also just love how you can have 3 different green colors and you're bringing the outside in. So I was kind of exploring, maybe we do that. But then to give it a more dainty feel in the English garden Tudor style, having some drapes that bring in all of these colors really tie it together. So this is something we're looking at and considering.
When selecting fabrics, I think a comfort zone is to have things be really similar and match. Have the courage and the bravery to take chances, to put different colors in the mix and see, you know, how it comes together. And again, what is it all doing? What is all this about? Is how does it make you feel? Get inspiration from Pinterest, get inspiration from places outside, take a snapshot of that, try to identify what did they do and how can I repeat that in a cost-effective way? And I bet you'll learn that it is a pop of color somewhere instead of, you know, Crate and Barrel and everything matching. We love Crate and Barrel. Just making the point is having the unique items and having a pop of color is what makes the space yours. And you wouldn't want to do two pieces of fabric in different colors that had similar texture,
right?
You know,
find complementary colors. So this green and this pink, if you look on the color wheel, are on the opposite sides.
You can literally say what color goes with a dark olive. Is it orange, is it pink, or is it blue?
But then look at what you like too, and just take a risk or two, or ask a few friends like, hey, do you like this color palette?
And
or is
get samples,
crazy?
Bring samples
Yes.
home. That's part of taking your time and evolving and get samples.
We bought this piece of art thrifting. It's gorgeous. It goes with the fabrics that we have selected, but we kind of think a mirror would be better because it'll reflect the natural light coming in from the outside, and then we can find a painting, or I maybe bought some stuff to paint one myself.
Oh,
That we could do here.
that's aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, more conducive for this area.
If I could pick the mirror of my dreams,
Yes.
have it come up, kind of curve around, maybe it's flat along the top, curves around, comes down, and has some cool like feet or like a really cool anchor.
So something unique about it. It's art in of itself. And where to find those would be at a marketplace, would be Facebook Marketplace, would be an estate sale or vintage shop. You could look for a frame and then you could put glass in it, because glass is easy and cheap.
But I think that would be a pretty hard frame to find. So we'll see. Again, it's an evolution and things take time. So that's part of what we hope you're learning in this video, is that not everything needs to happen all at once, and you can just see what you find and go from there. So on the topic of evolution, this is a very long wall. And so we need to have some big pieces to anchor each space on the wall. And we don't want to have 2 big pieces of art next to each other. This is the game area, this is the fireplace, and then we have the area where the piano is going to go next to that. So we're trying to figure out, does the painting go there or does the painting go there? But this painting is long. It would look great above the fireplace. But if you moved it over here, it wouldn't look as good, because we want something that will be the size of the game table with these chairs and kind of frame in this space vertically.
More conducive for scale.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is a little game table area. I love how the room has been kind of separated into little vignettes of what you can experience here. Like, I definitely am not going to be playing Uno here for more than 15 minutes and 1 glass of wine, because these chairs are so uncomfortable. But this is a super sweet space for kids to play games.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that I'm most excited about this space is that it does not have power. And we are massively counting on layering light in this space, because there's no overhead lighting, cans, pendants, or chandeliers. The pressure that's on lighting in this space to create a vibe of entertaining, make you feel good, or give you enough light to task is huge. And we accomplish that, like we said before, in floor lamps, table lamps, and ding, 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 even wall sconces and art lights. So what we know about art lights now, and what we know about lighting now, is that it's evolved so much, not only in color temperature, 2700 Kelvin and dimmable, but we also know that we have the opportunity to use good-looking sconces that are not powered through an electrician, a J-box, or any wiring, They are affixed to the wall, good looking, and they have rechargeable bulbs. The bulbs unscrew, you put them on a docking station to charge, you put them back in. It's amazing. It's super cost effective and it's good looking, and it gives us layered sconce lighting.
If you're still with us,
And they are.
here's your takeaway. Start with how you want to live in your space.
Yep.
Name how you want to feel in that space.
Ding, ding, ding.
And then let go of anything that doesn't reflect that.
Bye-bye. And remember, you're not doing it wrong. You haven't had the opportunity and the guidance to start with you and really hone in on how you want to feel and how to accomplish that.
And that's what we're here for. So thank you so much for joining us, watching our YouTube today. If this was at all valuable to you, please hit that subscribe button. Comment below what your favorite thing is about your home or something that you need help with in your home, and we will get back to you as soon as we can.
And don't forget to subscribe to Substack. There's some really good gems in there too that might support your design challenges.
Ooh, and most importantly, if you want to shop the look of Westward Tudor, we have a shop page. The link is below. Check it out. You'll see all of the good stuff that you're seeing here today, but you'll have to come back once we finish the space to get the rest of it.
tealandscott.com. Peace.
Let's close the door. Bye.